Welcome back. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding our push buttons to our LED PONG project. Now if you look at a push button, you'll notice that it actually has four legs, two on either side, and you can see that there's actually this line that goes down the bottom end. Okay, there's these two lines, and that indicates which legs are connected, because you have four legs and then you actually have a line, a black line on the bottom that indicates which two legs are connected. So these two legs are connected on the left and then on the right. And so what we'll have to do is we'll have to solder on a wire on one of the legs on either side there. So when we press the button, it's going to act like a switch, because that's what a push button is. It's basically a switch. So when I push it down, it's going to make a contact so the current can flow from one leg to the other. We don't have to use both sides because they're actually identical. So we can just use whatever side works for you. So just make sure you check on the bottom, you find those two lines, and solder a wire to each leg there. So I'm going to be soldering one onto the left leg, and then I'll put another wire on the right leg, and then we'll just solder on like that. You're going to do that with the two buttons. Then you're going to put a blob of glue, and you're going to put it onto the dowel right about in the middle, because when we push down on our wooden push button switch, it's going to push down on the button here. Just push down just to make sure everything's working good. Take your other one, do the same thing. I put a little glue on it, and just make sure that those two wires are on either side of the peg that we're gluing it on. And so that's our push button there. Then with one of the wires, what you're going to do is solder it onto the pins 4 and 3. And later we can change the code if we have to reverse them. And then that's our push button there. You can see that it's soldered onto the two pins. And then taking the other wire, we need to connect it to ground. So I'm going to be twisting them together because they both need to go to ground. And just solder that on to the ground pin. Right beside the pin 13 is ground. So just solder it on there, and that will be common ground. So then when I push, it's going to detect the voltage there as well. So now we can do is we can solder on our buzzer. So you'll see there's a plus pin. What you're going to do is solder a wire on the plus pin, and then just solder onto the last pin there on pin 2, and that we'll use that for our speaker. And we don't need to solder a wire to the other side of our speaker, because it can just plug in to ground on the bottom of the board right here. Just make sure that it's in the GND pin, and just push it in like so, and that will be for our music for our Pong game. Now what we have to do is we have to get our battery and power button switch soldered in. So the power switch, the two contacts go at the top here, and it'll go into the board like this. But first solder onto the wire, so then it's easier, so that you don't have to push it in and out. Taking the 9-volt battery connector, what I'm going to be doing is just cutting off the connector and then stripping both of the wires, because we will solder these right to the ground and also to the positive V in to our Arduino board. So just taking a wire, before you put in the switch, I'm going to be soldering on a wire, and this is going to be the ground wire. So what we're going to be doing is breaking the ground, the negative from the battery, and that will just turn off our machine. So therefore there's no, you can either break the positive or negative, but I'm going to be disconnecting the ground to the battery. So pop the wire through the wood like so, and that wire there will be connecting to the ground, to our Arduino board. Any of the grounds they're all connected together. So this you can solder it onto the ground on the LEDs, because all the LED grounds are connected. So that's a good contact to solder it on. And so that's what I'll be using there. So just putting a little bit of solder and connect that wire there to the ground, and that will connect to our switch, and then from our switch we'll connect it to the battery. So taking your battery, 9-volt battery connector, what you're going to be doing is on the positive pin, you're going to solder on a little pin there on the positive one, and there that you're going to connect to V in. There's a little pin on the port on the Arduino board called V in, and that also has a voltage regulator that will cut down the 9-volt battery down to 5 volts. So slip it underneath the wooden dowel, and you're going to connect your little pin to V in. Just push that in there. You can see it's the last one there, just above the analog pins. Then with your ground, we're going to connect the ground to the other contact of our switch, and that will just break the current from the battery, so that will turn it on and off. So I connected my ground on the top wire, and then when I switch it, it'll connect the ground of the battery, and then you can see right there that it turns on the machine there. And just pop in this speaker after you have that all soldered out, because you need some room to get the V in pin. So there we go, we have everything soldered together. We have the common grounds there. So after you have your box built, you want to try and see if everything's working. And you may have some issues. For example, I have the button is not working here because the button wire is actually reversed, because it bounces when I press this one instead of this one. So my button wires are reversed. But instead of resoldering and flipping the button wires on the pin, that would take a lot of work. We can change the code and then just change the pin for the code. Okay, so let's jump onto the computer, and then I'll show you how we can switch, upload the code, and if we need to change anything. So what we have to do is plug in our USB port. I'm going to plug in the USB port here. When you plug it in, it will have power. That's okay. We just need to upload the program. So here I have the code loaded right here. And if we need to change a button, let's say a button's not working, you'll see that we have declared the button at the very beginning with these constants. So if the buttons are reversed, this says it's for the 4th pin and 3rd pin. We can just flip that around. I'm just going to make this 4 and 3, and then upload, plug in your Arduino, and see if that fixes the issue. Or let's say if we have soldered in a wrong LED pin, you can see I'm using pins 13 to 5. So if I want to change the wire or something like that, I can change it just through the code, and that means that I don't have to resolder things. So as long as it's soldered and there's no shorts or anything, we can just change the code. So let's upload this and see if it has fixed our issue. Okay, I'm going to plug in. After plugging it in, make sure you get the right COM port, and that you choose the select one is Uno. We're using Arduino Uno, and or Uno. And then I'm going to hit upload. We'll see if this works. You see it's flashing. Okay, let's see if my buttons have switched. So hopefully this one should bounce when I press it here. Okay, let me just do this one here. When it comes back, you see? It's bouncing correctly now when I press that button. And everything seems to be working. So that's how to upload, and then just double check your code and fix it. I need to fix this button. Just be careful when you're pushing on this button before you have the button underneath it, because the wood does break. there has to be a button underneath that, and that, there we go. Pretty sure it will get going faster. Like that. LED Pong. All the code for this project and the CAD files are in the description, so check that out. And if you like electronics, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.